Well, hello everyone. So, I have been working to a point that I don't even feel good anymore. I may end up slurring my words. I know I've been having trouble talking lately. But this room right here is my secret little retirement room. It doesn't look like much, just a bunch of boxes. But I'm ballparking it. There's about 320 to 330 boxes of clothing. Um, I'm averaging probably anywhere from 20 to 40 pieces of clothing per box. Let's say 25. Most of the stuff in here I bought anywhere from a quarter a piece to up to $2-3. And on the low end, I'm hoping to get, you know, I'm going to say an average of $8 per clothing. Some of them I'm going to sell for $3. I got a couple that will sell for way more than $3. But if I did an average of $8 per piece of clothing, I think I'd be happy. Which this is all selling online. That's a very realistic number. But yeah, this is about $60,000 in clothing on the low end. I think I'm going to get a lot more than that. But yeah, so I just spent the past 3 days of my life, 4 days of my life, well hell, since last Sunday, getting every single piece of clothing that I own, that I'm not currently wearing, and getting it all in these boxes. The reason I did cardboard instead of totes is because the totes stacked with gaps all over, and I wanted to get every square inch out of this room. This way goes back 8 rows deep. So there's 8 rows of these boxes. In fact, I can show you, well, I don't know how much I can show you, but yeah, they go way back. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff back there. So there's also displays and other things. So yeah, I've used every square inch. And there's still a little bit more room. I don't think there's any more clothes anywhere unless they're at the shop. And that's when I'm going to utilize that little corner space out there. For those that don't know about the second home, that's the porch. This is going to be kind of where some of my tools go and my auto repair stuff, because I'm going to be bringing vehicles over here to work on. And for those who know, I've been kind of thinking the room behind me, this room right here, which was called the den. What I'm going to do with that is that's going to be my emergency location. So I measured it out. All the doors at the shop, except for the 8-foot tall ones, they'll have to be put in a trailer. But all the doors that I own will fit in that room. So I am going to slowly start moving certain doors over here. But I'm going to kind of wait until the last moment to do it, because I don't want to move the doors if I could sell them where they're at. So, but that's kind of my emergency plan, is I'm going to put the doors in that room, and I still got the whole rest of this house to go through. So, but I'd say, I know right now there's about a little over 330 boxes. And this is clothes. This isn't shoes. This isn't anything else. This is just clothes. I'll probably fill up the rest of this area here over the next few days, because I'm going through every single thing I own. I'm cleaning it. I organized it. So, and then this morning I went to go cut the grass at all 3 of the properties, and my riding lawnmower, when I cranked it up, it revved up really high and made a pop, and I haven't been able to crank it up since. So I don't know if it blew something. I don't know what happened. I'm gonna start looking around on Monday to see about getting somebody to fix it. But I'll probably come across another one. But in the meantime, the regular push mower, I pushed all 3 of these yards, which took me 4 hours for all 3 yards. It's the warehouse, my house, and this house. So what I'm going to do, the grass was overgrown here in the backyard of my house, because I just been cutting the front just to keep the city off of me. and kind of half-assing it on the back, and I regret that. So what I'm going to do is I'm interjecting or imposing a new exercise regime. I'm going to go out and I'm going to buy another new push mower for here in my house. I'll probably just buy one for both properties because it's not too far of a walk. But what I'm going to do is every morning at one of the locations, in other words twice a week, I want to, in the morning before I do anything, I'm going to be cutting the grass. So it takes about an hour and 15 minutes. Well, it'll take a lot shorter once I get a new mower and I maintain the yard, because I had to go really slow because the grass was over my knee. You know, it was close to 2 feet high, which it was just some weeds that, you know, they kind of go up and then they spread, and they had spread with the V, and they got the little black things on them. If you're in Florida, you know exactly what, I don't know the name of them, but they had these little V plants, and they got little black things that get on your legs when you walk through them. But still, they're a pain in the ass to cut through, and they bind up your mower. So but anyways, I'm going to buy a new mower with a bagger, and I'm just going to a push mower, not a riding lawnmower. But I'm just going to put myself to where when I wake up in the morning, I'm either going to push the mower here and cut the grass and go back, or cut the grass at my house. And I'm going to try to get it to where, you know, in 1 hour, everything's going to be nice and neat. And then I can also start, you know, trimming back trees at my house because they've taken over again. So, but yeah, instead of me going to a gym, I'm just going to start cutting grass. So, I mean, that's a 1 hour workout. I know 4 hours damn near killed me today, and the shirt I was wearing, I just threw it away. I didn't even want to deal with it. But anyways, just want to let you know this right here is part of my retirement fund. Hopefully by the end of the year, I'm going to be more sustained by online sales versus trying to do real world sales. But for now, until the end of the year, I'm trying to concentrate on getting rid of like big bulky items. All this is small stuff. In fact, I also have like 5 boxes that's probably going to yield me about 20-30,000, because everything in there is like 50 to 60 bucks a piece, and they're small little tiny electronic things for vehicles. So, and then I got 2 cases of gaskets for like old boat motors, and I'm looking at them online, and they're selling for $50 to $100 per gasket. So, but I'm working on all that, and this is the house that, you know, as I'm currently renting it to myself, so for tax purposes, and you know, so as long as there's a rental agreement on it, even though it's a second home to me, having it rented to my company makes it a lot easier to fight off stupidity. That's about the easiest way to put it. So, but yeah, it's sorry I'm not moving around, but you know, it's just, I'm resting, I'm tired, and just kind of want to show you guys what I've been up to. I think tomorrow, there's actually an auction tomorrow, but I think I'm going to skip that. I don't need to even look at any more stuff. So I think what I'm going to do is tomorrow morning, I'm going to go buy me a new mower, get all that set up, and I'm going to go empty out unit 3 as far as not the shelving, but just the rest of the stuff. And I think Sunday, me and my sister's going to move the shelving and put it all up at the shop. And I don't know if we're going to get stuff up on the shelves, but we're at least going to get it to where something can happen. So, but anyways, that's it for now. Peace, love, money. I'm out.